coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Oh my god, I've been muted this whole fucking time. A bunch of the songs that got... Go ahead. A bunch of the songs I added that didn't... Like, got fucked up earlier, they all just added again. Some of them added multiple times in a row. Disaster. I think you're like 5 seconds behind, maybe.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jet sweep, here's a line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Dude, stop with the animation. Just let me hurry up. I do kind of miss the time skip for this specific situation. Where you're just trying to speed up to the 2-minute warning or something.
Inside give, Brown. And a good looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, what a play by that guy.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and long.
Oh my God, I thought he caught that shit.
A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Get in there, baby. What a fucking play.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Shamrocks go up by 2 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
I think that was a successful pick play, like by design in the Madden playbook. He got way too open. The guy on him was probably not supposed to be, but...
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a
Oh!
every camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time.
That actually scared me, and I really thought I had you baited on a pick there. I just was way too shallow.
Just a little more animated.
You guys better get back quick. I'm dealing with this shit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
How are they staying on their feet? I don't even have my tackling on aggressive or anything.
Down inside the 20. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside.
It's just playing the songs I already fucking put on here.
He'll look to throw. Here's Fryermuth again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 bison, 60 bison.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give.
Oh.
That was loose down the left sideline. Touchdown.
That was a nice juke move. Simple cut.
And the Shamrocks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively it went. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, now I think I'm definitely not in this jam anymore. Or am I? It just keeps bugging out on my end. Now I don't even hear any music. Is the song just not playing anything? Oh, it's just quiet.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
Brother.
Defense, they can't
Oh my God, what is happening with my pre-play?
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards
I didn't even want to run that, but I just couldn't fix it.
What they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Right back to Brown. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Snap it, please. Oh my God.
And that's going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Back to throw. Farley. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Let's go now. Go.
They will toss to Brown. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. But now an audible here into something else. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Farley.
I had the running back the whole way. I just didn't want to take it.
Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And we'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Looking to throw. Farley. It's complete to Brown. Right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan.
Did I just run out the whole 3rd quarter?
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys
Nice.
have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Goal is to speed up the last half.
On that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Oh, you fixed it. I was like, what's going on over there?
Back to throw. Farley. Pass complete to Addison. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
I couldn't get there. I'm going to go for this.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Oh, that didn't see a safety. Shit. He was like out of the end zone. Damn. I literally told myself, like, just don't make a mistake. It doesn't even matter if you convert this. Just don't throw a pick for your numbers. Really did not see that guy. How are they catching these? You're getting some, like, great downfield deep connections. Whoa, what a play. Good game, sir.
Meanwhile, here we do have an injury on the play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting.
Dude, Chase Brown is absolutely fucking cooking today. No, it was the guy who got the interception. He hurt his ankle. Pussy. He's averaging 10 yards a carry.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Okay. Wait, great play. What kills me is you slightly bit on the counter the exact same way you did the last time. It was just enough to have the guard touch you and I could slide by you. So in my head, I'm like, I'll just do the exact same thing. And I just ate that one.
He becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock him out free.
Run, but that's going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the line and way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it.
Kool-Aid McKinstry with the punch out.
Try it here. He's back to throw. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now they'll change things up.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball in zone.
Bro just swatted my pick out of my hands. Wait, did you get a... Oh, yeah, you got the first down on that 4th and 10. I was so confused just now. Nice read. Overflowing my zone, dude.
search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. Slowing around, he's got Dobbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Out to the floor here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
It should have been a better game. I got the 14 like free points, and then
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
and my offense was pretty clean.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
I think the notable performance would be Chase Brown. I think he has like 16 carries for 160 yards.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Oh, that's true. He did fumble that one. Ryan absolutely killed me.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. White running to the left. They find some open field here. Down the left sideline. Touchdown!
Yeah, running game. Brian couldn't stop the running game today.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be
Dude, that guy has been doing that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to choose. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
All right, I'm just going to kneel it out.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.